Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Hideous, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how you can be enhancing your Tuvala accessories all the way up from base to pen. The enhancement process is a little bit different to the weapons and armor, so you can't really follow the same system. So hopefully this video helps you guys out getting those pen Tuvala accessories relatively easily. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all RNG. So hopefully you guys have the luck to do it, and hopefully this video helps you get there. But if it does, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit the bell button so you get notified when future videos go live. I think that's pretty much all I got to say, guys. So let's get into the video. Alrighty guys, so same as the Tuvala gear, the weapons and the armor, there is some rules when it comes to enhancing the accessories, and they're pretty much exactly the same, right? And these are things like, don't be wasting valuable resources on free gear. All of your Tuvala resources are free, all of the ore is free, all of the fail stacks that you guys are going to be using on season, you're going to get those all for free as well. There's no need to be using valuable resources. And a valuable resource would be something like blackstones are super valuable right now. If you can avoid using blackstones on Tuvala gear, I would absolutely recommend it. And the other thing would be something like cronstones. The percentages to succeed have significantly increased from the first season, so there's really, in my eyes, there's no need to use cronstones whatsoever. The percentages are quite high, like you get 50% chance to succeed for pen on a 40 stack. So I really don't feel like it's necessary to use cronstones. Cronstones are incredibly valuable, and all of the gear that you get for seasons is free. It has no silver value. You can't sell it, so you're not ever going to recuperate that silver value that you're going to be losing from using cronstones. So yeah, guys, don't use valuable resources when it comes to enhancing Tuvala gear. Very, very important, just to save yourself some silver value. Now, it's kind of hard to stick to the fail stack ranges when you're doing accessories, because every time you fail, even though that sometimes, like if you're enhancing like boss accessories, these things have significant value, you still only get one increased fail stack every time you fail. So it's really hard to like blow stacks out of the water when you're enhancing accessories. So really all you need to know is like a starting stack, that's it. And then, I mean, if you're getting to the point where you're making an extra 10 or 20 stacks from an accessories, then that's really, really bad RNG, and I feel sorry for you guys, but you shouldn't really have to deal with that. So I don't really feel like ranges is an issue. It's more just knowing where to start when it comes to enhancing accessories. Alright, so really the only item that you're going to need, and it's this item right here. My big fat head's in the way, so if I bring it up, you're going to be able to see Tuvala ore. It's really all you need. I don't really have a whole lot of it, so hopefully I'll be able to do something with this for you guys today. But Tuvala ore, guys, it's really all you need. You're going to be using this to buy the accessories, and then of course you've got your stacks that you're going to get for free just from playing the season and completing objectives and handing in gear and doing things like this. We already know that Fugar gives stacks, so when you guys are enhancing your gear, you're going to get free stacks from him. On top of that, like at the moment, like if with your adventure board, the Black Spirits Adventure, you can get a lot of stacks through that, especially with the Halloween one. You get a lot of fail stacks through this, guy. So like I'm getting so many stacks at the moment, and I don't need to make any because I'm just getting so many for free. So that's really all you need, just two items, those stacks and the Tuvala ore. So what you want to do is you want to come down. Now what we're gonna try, I made a Tet ring yesterday, and following the same process, we're gonna try and make maybe like an earring today. Let's make a belt, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to come to Tran and Underfoe. I'm here in Velia. This is where I do all my enhancing. You're going to come to exchange, and you can see you can exchange Tuvala ore for certain items. So what we're going to do is we're just going to buy a bunch of belts. The accessories cost 5 ore each, and the weapons and armor only cost 1 ore each. So just take that into consideration when you guys are enhancing your accessories. It does require just a little bit more ore. So if I just go ahead, I'm just going to buy, I don't know, like five belts. Right. Cool, there we go. Now, the recommended stack sizes, guys, is a little bit funky, right? So what Pearl Abyss are recommending is for your initial fail stack is to hit pry is using a 10 stack, right? And that's going to give you an 84% chance to succeed. I really don't think that it's worth using it. Like, I can put it in here on 0 stacks, and we're going to go ahead, skip that, and it's massive, guys. Like 70% on a pry is huge. You really don't need to. Now, for duo, they recommend using a 20 stack, which is going to give you a 77% chance of success. Again, I really don't think it's necessary to use a 20 stack. I'm just going to go ahead, tap that to duo as well. I just feel like using a 20 stack on duo when you've got a 50% chance to succeed is not really worth it, right? So now try is when it gets like the percentages start to get a little lower. So the percentages that they recommend, or the stack that they recommend to use, is 30 on this one. I feel like 30 is too high. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a 10. Okay, that's going to bump me up to 55%. And I just feel like 55% for try is like really good. You can chase the 70% if you want to, but I just don't really feel like it's worthwhile. If you fail, again, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's free resources. You can just go and get yourself more ore and then try again. I'm just going to go ahead, grab myself a couple more belts. So if you fail on this stuff, guys, just keep going. It doesn't really matter too much. You can just go ahead, move that stack to the side, make another one, and then put that stack back in there, and you should be pretty much good to go with like just hitting that on that like 10 stack or whatever it is. It's a pretty low stack. And if you fail, just try again, guys. It doesn't really matter. Once you hit the try, the recommended stack that I would use on a TET is going to be a 30 stack. They recommend you use a 35 on a TET, which is going to give you a 59% chance of success. So a 30 stack is going to just bring that down just a tiny bit. And I think the 30 stack is probably a good stack for you to use. And then for the pen, because the pens are like, I mean, it's always good hitting pens, but they're not really like, they're not valuable in a sense where they don't have a silver value, but I mean, it's still valuable, right? So basically what I would do is I would use the recommended stack size, which is 40, and that's going to give you a 50% chance of success on a 40 stack. And you guys get so many 40 stacks in season, so that's what I would do, guys. So like, it doesn't really matter if you fail, just keep trying. That's really it all comes down to, is rinse and repeat. So go and get some more ore, come back, do it again. Go and get some more ore, come back, do it again. And what I would also recommend doing, guys, is like, let's say that I've made this TET ring here. What is best for you to do is, if you want to pop this to pen, don't use cronstones. Like, you can if you want to use cronstones. I don't even know if it'll let you do it, right? Okay, you can. It's 120 cronstones if you want to do that. It's the equivalent of around 240 million silver in cronstones on an item that's free and that you can't sell. This is why I don't recommend using cronstones, right? So if you were to put in that 40 stack, for example, okay, so you can see it's 51% chance of success. It's actually 50.4, but I get a little bit extra with my +2 permanent stacks. So it's 50.4% chance to succeed, which is decent. Like, it's okay without RNG. It's a 1 in 2 chances of success, right? Which is awesome. But RNG kind of like throws you off a lot. But that's what I would recommend for that. But guys, one of the most important things that you need to remember is don't risk gear that you don't have, and that means, like, let's say I've got this TET here. Well, if I was to go ahead and then push this to pen and it blows up, then I don't have anything to replace it. So it's always good for you to make a spare and then like put this one in your inventory, make another one, and then once you get to pen, then you can bring this one out and either try and pop this one to pen or leave it in your inventory or whatever you want to do with it. It's always good just to make backups of stuff, just so that you're not risking your gear and then you're like losing progress when you're enhancing instead of gaining progress. Because believe me, blowing shit up in enhancing in BDO is very, very easy to do, and it's very easy to lose a lot of progress when you're enhancing. So make sure that you guys are really aware of that and just make some spares and be a little bit smart about it. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. So just going over those recommended stacks that I said. So for pry, just 0 0. That's it. If you don't feel comfortable doing it on a 0, do a 10. Do a 10 stack or a 5 stack. Okay. For duo, again, I do it on 0 stacks. It's up to you. Throw a 10 in there if you want it. For a try, again, I would say starting on 10 or 15 or something like that. Something low. I don't feel like wasting 30 stack on a try is worthwhile. It's just too valuable. So around 10 to 15 is good, I think, for a try. And then TET, I would say start on 30 and work your way up from there. And then for pen, I would definitely recommend just starting on that 40 stack. You get a lot of free 40 stacks when you're playing the game. So get that 50% chance of success and you guys should be pretty good to go. Remember the rules, guys. Use discipline and don't use valuable resources. But that's pretty much all I've got for you today. I hope this video helps you out, and I'll see you in the next one.